Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
We about to just sit here and pretend like we're not doing this together.
Michelangelo, cause you a pain flow.
Yo, listen. Braka. It's the Monfu Podcast, Money Up, No Funny Up Podcast. How dare you be funny without that money podcast, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen. Off top, bruh.
Oh, we gonna share these or we just gonna...
What you wanna do? We can do it.
We just pass it.
Alright. So we lit, bro.
First of all, I'm here, buddy. What's up? Yeah.
Fact though, big fact.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be smarter if it was over there? Towards the light source? Because if we go close, we're gonna be blocking the light source. But I mean,
Just...
yeah, if it was right there, that's better. Yeah, that's much better.
Michelangelo the way.
Are you gonna leave all this in there? Or are you just gonna cut it out?
We just leave it.
Michelangelo, the way you pain flows. We are here live for a Monfu podcast in person. I'm in the middle of tour right now with Futuristic and the boy Crip. We body and stuff city to city, nation, nationally. You know what I mean? In the nation. Shout out to the nation. And tonight we are in Boston, Beantown, turning up. You know what I mean? But had to link up with Monfu. And we have to talk about this, man, because we got something to talk about today.
Finally.
Got something to talk about.
Finally! Yeah, man. So listen, bruh. So everybody knows by now the clip leaked. Joyner Lucas and Eminem leaked. If I was GAY, I don't know. We gonna talk about it, bruh. We gonna talk about it.
Well, first off, before we start, for some reason, I don't know if YouTube has fixed this. Shout out to Nerd City for bringing this to everybody's attention, but YouTube has this weird thing that was going on with anything that was like LGBT stuff, where if you say any of the words, it gets demonetized. And people don't understand what demonetized means. That means that they're blocking it from people seeing it because YouTube doesn't benefit from pushing videos that aren't monetized. So those are actively getting blocked too. So if you hear us not like say certain things, it's because we just want as many people to see this and we don't want it to be blocked by that crazy rule, which is crazy, by the way.
Definitely a crazy rule. That's not even a question. But yeah, man. So going into it, bro. Yesterday, we got up. We both got the news and stuff like that about this leak. It's only like a 13, 14 second leak, something like that. Nothing crazy. Yeah, bro, it was a little different. Not really what I was expecting from Joyner Lucas and Eminem on a collab, especially because this collab's been being talked about for over a year now.
The thing I thought was weird about it was not necessarily. Obviously, the theme of the song is going to be something that's going to make you kind of throw people off or catch your attention right away, because it's not even so much that Joyner's on a song talking about that. It's more that M is on a song talking about that. And the only reason why I could see certain people looking at that as such a weird thing is that, you know, the LGBT has never really looked at Eminem as an ally.
Right.
They've always kind of looked at him as an enemy and stuff like that. So, and it's not, you know, not all the way. I could see where they say that, but that's a lot of the stuff that's happened when Eminem was young. And nowadays, he clearly has a more mature stance on that topic.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I can see, that's what I was saying, I could see initially seeing that and then being rubbed the wrong way if you're a part of that community. Or even if you're not, you could just see it maybe as tasteless. If you haven't been paying attention to M since he was getting attacked by that group of people, or he was attacking them, whatever way you want to say it. Of course we have to wait for the song to drop. But, you know, Joyner dropped this to be a talking point. So we're going to talk about it. Here's my thing. I'm seeing people be like, oh, you know, this makes me listen to Joyner's music different or this stuff and the third. And that's why I always thought it was weird with the Old Town Road stuff when Lil Nas came out and people were like, oh, this changes the way I listen to Old Town Road. And it's just like, bro, like, I'm going to keep it a buck. You're most likely bumping a gay artist and you don't know it. Like, I don't understand why people like that. Why would that change the way you're hearing this person?
Right. Especially, I mean, if it's something you like, bro, it's something you like. It's as simple as that. Like, if it's a good song, bro, it's a good song universally, you know what I mean? And with a lot of this stuff, it's not like an argument. So it's like, I don't know. This song, I guess the reason why it kind of threw me off was because it's not really what you hear from either one of them, even individually. You know what I mean?
I would challenge that because Joyner, to me, I can see Joyner doing it.
Yeah, I can understand Joyner's standpoint. Yeah. Joyner more so, I guess, than M. But because Joyner is a very good person at, you know, concept songs and stuff, that's actually probably his strongest suit.
Yeah.
I guess just, I don't know. I guess I have to, you know, figure it out. I have to hear the song before I can make too many judgments about it. But
yeah, my judgment, I have no judgments on the song so far. Right, what I'm talking about is my judgment on the optics and the visual of it, and me saying what I hope it isn't. And because here's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's valid.
That's such a sensitive topic,
right?
That you have to be very careful. This is the same way I would feel like if a non-black person was making a song about that. That's why with the Tom McDonald stuff and you gotta be sure you're doing that correctly. It's
right.
The same thing I said about the Tom McDonald thing. No matter where your heart is, your execution is the most important, and the way that community of people takes that song is the most important. It don't matter how straight people take that song. Really, it really doesn't.
No, because it really doesn't even matter what he says or how he says it. It's more about the perception of how people are going to receive it. If people don't receive it in a positive way, regardless of what he says, that's not going to be a good look for him.
Where they could mess up is if this comes up in any way like some stuff for views. Or like some like, I'll put it this way. If there's not a certain care taken with the bars, with the video, with the song, it will turn back even if your intentions aren't bad. And that's what people have to notice and understand when they're going into a culture that's not theirs. When they're going into speak for a group of people that's not theirs. You are
trying to represent those people.
Not only that, but you have to understand that those are the most important people in all of whatever you're doing. Like,
they can't feel betrayed or nobody can feel
basically
wrong.
You can't argue with them how they feel.
Right.
If they hate it but you love it, you can't be like, oh, you just being sensitive. No. That's not how that works, bro. It's not how that works. So that's why I'm saying it's very, and more than Joyner's verse, I think M's verse is going to be dissected with a fine-tooth comb. Because, you know, we don't really even know Joyner's stance.
Right. No, we don't, but we've heard Eminem's stance more than one occasion.
So people gotta, people are going to make sure that there is nothing in there that is one or the other. Now, the whole thing is to drop to start a conversation and to drop some controversy, of course. I was even thinking in the back of my head, maybe this is, maybe... Cause you know how crazy people will look if they're saying all this stuff and in the song like Joyner's like actually coming out. The reason why I say Joyner is because obviously we know M, but we're not as sure about where Joyner stands on that stuff. So it's like if Joyner is for some reason coming out and people are saying like it's insensitive or something like that, then they're wrong off tops. There is because then that's about his journey and nobody. Not even that community, because what they're saying is going to be cool and stuff, but nobody can tell him how to do it then, at that point.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a fact. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting, bro, for sure. This is something that I don't know. It just threw me for a loop. I didn't expect, something like this, and I'm interested to see where it goes and what comes of it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, damn, like that would be crazy. So, what do you feel like if hypothetically this was him coming out? How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about the way he did it and stuff like that? I mean, without seeing, I guess you know too much. But
I mean, if you're coming out in the song,
how do you think that will affect him going forward? Do you think it's going to?
There's of course going to be the fans that you're seeing now, or the people you're seeing now, who are not going to listen to him anymore, who are going to say that they're hearing all his old music a certain way, who are going to try to shun him. I don't think the number of that people is going to be as many as people will think.
Right.
If Joyner is coming out, I think it might. If that is what it is, not saying it is, but if for some reason that might be what it is, honestly, I think he would get a lot of support, and I think that would honestly kind of help him. And if I'm not saying coming out would help. Coming out is going to help his career. I'm saying if there's some demons he's fighting with, and that's obviously one of them, and he's out. I think as the rapper he is, there will be a good a good portion of LGBT people who are going to look at him as an ally.
Yeah.
As long as he sticks as an ally, so I think that might help him in the long run. But I also think that he's kind of in a side of hip hop, as weird as that sounds. I don't know. That's weird. It's really weird to think, because I don't know. I could say that he's on the side that's more about the hardcore hip hop lyric, but then at the same time, it's maybe not. Not really.
Well, I feel like he is and he isn't. I feel like he's more with the hip hop fans that like a certain type of hip hop. I feel like there is certain people that are really big fans of Joyner Lucas, that are really big fans of people that are similar to him. And then also I think he obviously gets a lot of support from M fans too. But I think that's kind of like NF. Like NF is one of those people where, he has a lot of people that like Eminem that like him. But he also has a lot of people that like him who don't like Eminem.
Yeah.
And also he has a lot of people that he does more of Christian rap side of things, so there's a lot of stuff that his fans don't agree with other artists talking about in their records and stuff like that. And I feel like Joyner Lucas is in kind of a safe place with that, because he's not with the super niggas, where the niggas are some niggas not like that. They'd say, oh, I don't like that, blah blah blah. But then you got a big base of people that I feel like are gonna support him regardless of what it is, because they like his music a lot. I don't think that that's really going to make a huge effect on his career like that.
I think for where he stands, he's going to be okay. I really think he's going to be okay when it comes to that stuff. But that's a tangent, because that, to me, as weird as that sounds, or that might be the easiest way to navigate through this song, is if that is true. Because if not,
people are going to be looking at it
and you got to be super careful if you're not that and you're speaking on that. And I already know he's probably going. He most likely he's going. He's obviously going to speak about it with respect.
So my thing, not to interrupt, but so then looking at what Tom McDonald did, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just compare and contrast. Do you feel like Tom McDonald executed? Do you feel like if Joyner Lucas executed it the way that Tom McDonald
minus
did?
The artwork, he handled it right. Minus the artwork, artwork.
No, the artwork was questionable,
and that's where it got people looking at it and judging it before it came out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I think in Tom McDonald's song, if you listen to the lyrics, he understands that he doesn't give it like there's a right and a wrong. Even I could say Joyner's, if I was racist, handled it worse than Tom McDonald's, because Tom McDonald's saying, no, this is wrong that's going on. This is what
Joyner had it
Joyner was given, but this is why we're doing devil's advocate. There was no devil's advocate for Tom McDonald thing. So that's why I said in the first song, my review, there shouldn't be a devil's advocate of like why. Like if it's like the way he did with the black people thing, and then he gives okay, this is why we do treat those gay people bad.
Right.
That doesn't. I don't even think that needs to be said.
Yeah.
That needs to be.
Yeah.
Just focus. Do it like Tom did, and pinpoint on the problems and what needs to be fixed,
and
not just like
just don't open your mouth.
Yeah, because when you do that, other side's like, okay, so what's the point? And then you could just hide it by saying, I just wanted to start a dialogue. It's like, come on, that's weak.
That's not a good.
You
way
just don't want. It's like you don't want to offend somebody.
Yeah, that's not a good way to start a dialogue, anyways, by pissing people off because
on both sides. It's just like, bro, just say where you stand and don't just. And I get where you stand, but just like I get like
that's just what you're.
Yeah, I definitely think that Joyner Lucas's, if I'm not racist, was handled the black plight worse than if I was black.
You think it was worse for black people? You saying
it handled that situation with less careful
because he said
hands.
things in it that like if people rebutted that they could be.
Well,
I get where he was coming
point
from.
with it. I get where he's coming from too, but my son's point was valid too, where you're literally doing that to play devil's advocate. At the end of the day, what is the point of that to not just provoke people? That's stupid. You're wasting time at that point. That's that. But I'm lying. But maybe I'm telling the truth though. It's like
yeah. That's a fact. I don't know, man. I'm here for it, bro. I'm interested to see how this goes.
We're gonna come back when it drops and give our thoughts on it. Yee!
We out. Monfu Podcast. Money up, no funny up.